Welcome guys. In this video, I will give you some tips and tricks to reach conqueror rank. To reach conqueror you need to win almost every match, or at least you need to reach the top 3 in every match. And I will provide you some strategy to consistently win or to reach the top 3 in every match. Anyway, the best time to begin your conqueror journey is when the new season starts. When a new season begins, every player's tier will reset, and that's the perfect time for you to start your journey. Starting with the early game strategy and getting a good start will give you the best conditions to win the game. Before you drop out from the plane you need to know the different risk classes of the different drops, and consequently the risk of going to different places in relation to the plane path. Dropping 1500 meters or less away from the plane path is in the high risk zone, as everyone can reach any location here, regardless of opening the parachute early or getting a vehicle or not. Dropping from 1500 meters to 2000 meters is a medium risk zone. Most rank pushers usually land in these places, so dropping here is often okay, but not completely without risk. Dropping 2000 meters or more away from the plane will get you in the low risk zone. Dropping down earlier and driving here is also an option. However, in most of the cases, you can use your parachute to glide over here is a great choice. It will take you some time to get this far away from the plane path. However, being able to loot without any problems is worth the time spent in traveling. In this particular example, I would probably land in one of these marked locations, as these places will provide you with enough loot, so you can easily survive in mid-game. You have to remember getting decent armor and weapons, and also healings is drastically going to increase your odds of winning. And try to avoid this drop locations are also known as hot drops, as many players will choose to hot drop for instant action. Anyway, Miramar is one of the best maps to push rank, because it's the biggest map, so you can easily survive. And here is the high risk, medium risk, low risk zones. And I marked some locations. Red color means you should avoid it because most people will land here. Yellow means medium risk. Green means low risk. And these locations will depend on the plane path. As you drop from the plane you have to spot for the enemy parachutes, someone else might be headed to your location, and if that's the case you should consider changing your drop location, as early encounters are highly affected by loot luck, and you don't want to die early because you will get too many negative points. By chance, you landed first and your enemies don't have any weapons, and you have a weapon, then you should consider sending them back to lobby. Or they might send you back to lobby if they find any weapons. Also, draw a mental picture where your enemies are dropping, so you know where places are looted. If you need to loot some more then you will know which places are looted and which are not. And the main important thing is to look for vehicles near the place where you are dropping, as vehicles are important for you to reach the next circles. Always avoid early game fights because those fights are risky and affects your journey to the conqueror. Always try not to die early, this will give you negative points, which makes harder for you to get those points back. Once you survive the early game and you have enough loot, then you should drive directly to the center of the circle number 2 at the very moment it shows on the map. And now you entered into the mid-game geared and a decent location to hold until the next circle appears. And in mid-game try to avoid unnecessary fights. Take the fights if you really have no other options. And never engage a fight in the blue zone. And try your best to stay in the circles or try to be in the center of the next circles. And give the best rotations to be in the final circle. One single mistake you make will get killed, so be careful while traveling in vehicles. And once you survive till the final circle, and there is a compound or house or any type of building to hold them, you should consider pushing to that building and kill the enemies who are holding in that compound, and always use smokes to create smoke walls. This will give you really good cover to move around. And here is an example of why smokes are important in the final circle.
अबे यार मूव बना दिया। बंदा सो है। ओ भाई क्या बचाया है।
इसमें
अंदर
कर
अंदर
पहले
चल।
If there are no houses or buildings in the final circle, then you should use your vehicles as cover and use smokes to protect yourself from any other sides. And always try to do third party if any other players are fighting. And high ground in the final circle will give you a much better advantage with ridge support. And use rocks, trees, or any types of obstacles as your cover. And one main important thing you need to do in the final circle to either get kills if you have a strong squad or camp if you don't have. And wait for them to push at you if you have zone advantage. If you are in the zone, then enemies will come at you. So use zone as an advantage and fight them. Remember, sometimes people can get lucky. If you follow those strategies, then you will have a higher chance of winning the game. By the way, you should reach to the conqueror in the first week of a new season, or it will be harder for you to reach as the points will be increasing every day. So do everything you can in the first week of the new season. Here are some tips and tricks. Having a decent device and stable internet connection will help you to reach conqueror faster. And also you should have a good team if you're pushing in duos or squads. Anyway, solo is easy to push compared to duos and squads, and the squad is the hardest one among them. And hackers are normal while you're pushing conqueror. The best way to spot the hackers is by seeing the kill list. And if you think there is a hacker in the game, then always stay in the edges of the blue zone. Or you can even check the leaderboard and find out who are hackers and who isn't, and if you find them in your lobby, you better leave the match. Survival is important and everything depends on your skills, and try to improve your aim and reflexes. I made a video on that, if you need, check it out, link is in the description. Always carry a good weapon combination and at least level 2 gear, and try to play as safe as possible. Once you reach ace tier, you can reach conqueror in 3 days and it's hard. So I wouldn't recommend it. Try to reach less than 7 days. First thing when you wake up you have to start playing, and after few matches charge your device while you are eating your breakfast or lunch. Don't waste too much time. Play 7 to 10 hours each day. And always go for position, not for kills. And that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoy, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more. And hope you enjoy my gameplay.
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home? 'cause I can't